Let's aim to keep the momentum going. Your pit window will open in 7 laps' time. Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up. That's Sebastian behind. Sebastian is behind you. That's Sebastian behind. Our gap behind is 5.6 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. We think they've got one more stop. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. 6 laps until your pit window is open. Sebastian is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 6.5 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 56.4. Ricardo behind. The gap behind us is 12.0 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:58.0. Sebastian stopped. His race is over. Ricardo is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 16.8 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 54.1. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Understood, copy that. Ricardo behind. Our gap behind is 20.9 seconds. They're on old Ultra Softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:54.1. Release, release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. You've got front wing damage, recommend you box for a new one. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that. You have a lot of wing damage. Box for a new one. Ricardo is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 5.3 seconds. They're on old Ultra Softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:54.3. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Great manoeuvre. You made it look easy. Damage to your wing. Damage to your wing. Suggest we box to change it. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy. Exit, exit now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. What happened? Let me know you're okay. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, clear. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Your front wing is damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Confirmed. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Got that confirmed? Go now. Brilliant. Nice move. Leclerc ahead. Gap to car in front is 1.6 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:55.1. Leclerc behind. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:55.1. Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 3.7 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:54.4. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Alright, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race. You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Right, some information on Ricardo. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Verstappen is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. You're closing by 0.4 per lap. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 54.3. Verstappen ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. The time last lap was a 1:54.3. You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. Verstappen is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 53.8. Our gap behind is 4.7 seconds. Verstappen behind. The gap to the car behind is 4.7 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:53.8. Verstappen is behind you. The gap behind us is 5.1 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 54.0. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Verstappen behind. Okay, the gap behind is 8.5 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:54.0.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium.